Coming up on this edition of Community Insider, we're going to be featuring Sprint for Specials 10K from last year, and we're going to be telling you about the upcoming event for the second annual Sprint for Specials 10K in McMinnville, Tennessee. It's going to be finishing up at USA Gym once again at 1014 South Chancery Street, and it's benefiting local organization McMinnville Special Games. That and much more coming up on this edition of Community Insider.
Come be a part, come join us, cheer us along the way. Health and exercise is something that everybody should do. Get out and walk. It keeps you healthy, keeps you going, and just do something every day to make yourself special.
It is going to be a phenomenal day. The weather is gorgeous. The cars are pulling in. There are runners coming from every direction. It is going to be an amazing day. We've got donations coming in. It has been such a blessing so far, not just this race, but so far this year has been such a wonderful blessing for the McMinnville Special Games organization. If you are looking for volunteer opportunities or if you would like to donate, you can check us out on Facebook, McMinnville Special Games. You can go to our website, McMinnvilleSpecialGames.com, or you can actually call me, 931-808-8816. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
Hello, I'm Vanessa Miller, and I am the race coordinator for the inaugural Sprint for Specials 10K benefiting McMinnville Special Games here in McMinnville, Tennessee. Special Games has been dear to my heart since I was a JC years ago. After the JCs dissolved, Holly McBride took over McMinnville Special Games and has built a successful nonprofit here in town. And she needed a fundraiser to help fund her charity. And so one day I said to Holly, hey, you should do a 10K. And she said, you do that for me, Vanessa. So here we are 4 months later having the inaugural Sprint for Specials 10K. All the proceeds go to McMinnville Special Games and help fund the many different events. I'm proud to say that this year we have 99 runners. Actually, wait just a minute. We have 100. We just added our 100th runner. We have a beautiful route here in town. We have lots of volunteers. This will be an event again next year, so go ahead and mark your calendars for the last Saturday of April. This is a great way to come out and fellowship with other runners and walkers and just support a great cause. You know, special people are awesome, and we have a lot of special adults and children in our community, and this organization just gives them an opportunity to participate in a lot of normal things that we take for granted every day. So I want to say thank you to McMinnville. The city got behind us on this. Thank you to all the wonderful sponsors who have been more than willing to help, and the volunteers. And thank you to my runners and walkers. I'd love to have 150 or even 200 next year. So please mark your calendars and remember that McMinnville Special Games is always around. They do activities 12 months out of the year, and you can always reach out to Holly McBride at McMinnville Special Games to get involved.
Hi, I'm Corey Kiesling. I am a proud parent of a participant in the Special Games program. We've been involved with the program for about 4 years. My son Kason is on the autism spectrum, and he absolutely loves the group and all the participants and all the volunteers, and it's just a really good group that we enjoy a lot. From basketball to just all the events they have, we really enjoy that.
Good morning, this is Ann Vance with First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We're glad to be the #1 water station and the Indian water station for this 10K today. We're so grateful for Special Games and what they do and the need this community has, and we're proud to be sponsors.
Hey, I'm Mary Walker with Custom Vinyl Signs.
And I'm Leslie Hayes from United Diamond Brokers. You're used to seeing us at Back to the Strip, but we're out this morning to
run with McMinnville Special Games. We just wanted to say what a great cause this is. If y'all have not seen or participated with McMinnville Special Games, we encourage you to get out and see what this program's about. It really helps the specials in our community, and that's very important to us as Back to the Strip organizers. All of our money that we raise stays in our community. So, and McMinnville Special Games is the same way. And we help with lots of nonprofits in our community, and I encourage everyone in our community to do the same thing. Look around and support things that benefits us and stays right here in our county and doesn't leave our area. So I encourage you to get out and check out this event and support what they do.
and know that some of us are walking, some of us are running. If you haven't even started doing either of one, check out Mad Cow. She's got walkers, she's got runners, she's got all of us. Also, we're part of Tunnel to Towers. We show up and support with them every year too. So there's lots of events in the Warren County area that you can walk, you can run, and you're still helping support some great charities.
And just like Leslie said, if you're not ready to walk or run, go check out Mad Cow because they get us ready to do these events.
Yeah.
So y'all train and get ready and come out and do this with us.
Come join us.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Kelly here with Warren First 931. This week on Local Roots, I have the one and only lovely Vanessa Miller. We go way back since the radio time, so we know each other quite well. But last year, I was so blessed to be a part of the, is it Sprint?
Yes.
Into Special.
Sprint for Specials 10K.
Okay, there you go.
It's a tongue twister.
It is a tongue twister, but we got to do that last year, and it was so much fun emceeing and having a blast with all the kids and the adults at USA Gym. So tell everybody it's happening again.
It is.
Yeah.
This will be an annual event, we hope, and it's going to be April 27th.
Okay.
Again, Kelly, we are starting at USA Gym.
Okay.
They're a wonderful sponsor for this event.
Okay.
The same route as last year, and we just need everybody to come out and get involved.
So with being involved, how can people get involved? I know are you still looking for sponsorships and everything?
Absolutely. Any local business that wants to get involved can reach out to me, and we would love to have you on board.
Okay.
Our biggest goal with this race, Kelly, is to raise money for McMinnville Special Games,
Right.
but also to bring people to McMinnville and to get them to stay in town for the
Yeah.
day, eat lunch, do a little shopping.
Right. Help out the community.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Now, as far as, is it a, what is it, 2K, 5K, what is it?
It is a 10K, which is 6.2 miles. We do allow walkers for this event,
Right.
so
I
you
remember
don't.
that last year, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be some beast of an athlete.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you can walk.
Yes.
It's a beautiful walk through McMinnville and through Westwood. So
Yeah.
we would encourage everybody to come out.
Now, how can they reach, if they need to get in touch with you or or to register the event, how can they do that?
Registration is on runsignup.com.
Okay.
And all registration has to be done online.
Gotcha.
We have a Facebook page that anybody could reach out with questions.
Okay.
My cell phone number is floating around everywhere.
Oh, yes. It happens when you're an event coordinator.
Yes, and I'm happy for people to reach out to me personally.
Okay.
We are really looking for musicians to get involved.
Okay.
Last year, Steve Harvey was gracious enough to play for our runners and walkers in his front yard.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought we were playing live or music through the thing, but you had them set up.
We did.
Oh,
we
that's
had
awesome.
cheering groups along the route, and one of the biggest things I got from participants was when they got on that last stretch and Steve Harvey was playing music. They were like,
great.
"Oh, I knew I could finish."
Oh,
so
that's so great.
it kind of sets us apart also to have the surprises along the course. So any local musicians who are interested in showcasing, give me a call. I'd love to put you on the route.
And then, thinking of this, because if you're not a local musician and they're up passing your house too, I mean, you just get your Bluetooth speaker out there and just cheer them on.
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, how neat would that be? That's like motivation. Be like, oh, hey.
Yes,
I love that. Or even get those poppers and be like, let's go.
Yes, anybody along the route, I would encourage to get out in your front yard on April 27th and cheer these people on.
Awesome. Now, while everybody's running, what is going on at USA Gym? Is it just like last year, we're just waiting around for them, or are we going to have any food trucks, anything set up this year?
We hope to have a couple of food trucks this year. Of course, we will have entertainment and the live music. Let's see. Jason Gross comes out. And we have the large truck there with digital billboard, which is very neat, and another perk for our sponsors. So it's just a really good time.
I can't wait. Okay. Well, with that said, anything else you want to tell everybody before I let you go?
Just come, run, walk with us. Registration is open. If you have a small business, please reach out to me. I would love. Last year we had over 75 small businesses involved.
Okay.
I'd love to have more this year.
I was going to say 80 is the goal then.
Yes,
80 is the goal. 80 is the goal. Well, Vanessa, it's always a blast having you here. And remember, Warren County, keep it first. Hey guys, Kelly here with Warren First 931. I am at the police station in downtown McMinnville. No, I am not in trouble. I am actually here for a good thing. I'm here with Officer, is it Eddie Caldwell? Detective. I didn't know, everybody's got a different title. But with that said, I'm here with him today because I'm going to talk to you about the Teen Police Academy. So what's that all about?
What it is for high school kids for our community between 14 to 18 years old.
Okay.
They can sign up and attend a 5-day course that's 3 hours long each night. Some of the things that they do is they get to tour the Warren County Sheriff's Department, the 911 Center. The second night they'll go over criminal investigations. There'll be 2 murder scenes that are mock scenes set up. They'll also do some domestic violence and stuff. The third night they'll do SWAT operations and patrol operations. They'll actually get to show what the SWAT team does and what patrol deals with on the road. And then the next night will be a narcotics night in the K-9 unit. We actually show them about the vapes that's going on in the high school. And we also show them about the main drug in our community, which would be fentanyl and meth. They'll get to meet the K-9 dogs. A couple kids will get to lay tracks for the dogs to track them. And then the last night they'll get to go to the range night and shoot less lethal and shotguns and stuff.
So with doing this, I don't know how many years the police academy has been happening for the teens, But by doing this, is this just trying to encourage kids to maybe one day become police officers?
It's to show the kids that everything is not seen that's on TV,
Okay.
that cops are bad, that we're here to help
Right.
them, and it's also to get recruitment. Used to we would get a bunch of applicants, but now with everything going on, we're getting much less applicants.
Each year it just gets worse. I understand. It's across the board, whether it's in the police department or if it's in a restaurant or even at a fast food restaurant, for that matter. So if anybody wants to get any more information on this or be a part of this, how can they get a hold? Do they get a hold of you? Who do they call?
So they can call the police department, which is 931-473-3808.
Okay.
Or my direct cell is 931-304-3667.
Okay.
Or also they can go to the police department website and print off the application and turn it in at the 3rd floor at the police department.
Is there a cutoff date?
March the 25th.
March 25th. And when does it start again?
April the 1st at 4:30, and it runs until April 5th.
Now, thinking about that, because I am a mom, I don't have anybody in that age group yet, but do the kids need to bring a lunch with or a supper with them, or how?
The first night we'll feed them,
Okay.
and then the next 4 nights they'll do what they want as far as supper. The last night we usually feed them.
Okay, well, how neat is that? And is there a limited number on how many people can be in the class with y'all, or is it unlimited?
No, we're shooting for around 15 because the more kids they are, it's harder to interact with each one even more.
Right.
So around 15 kids, it's much easier to get to know them better and for them to know us.
Exactly. And so, once again, if anybody needs to know the information, who can they call one more time?
The police department at 931-473-3808 or my cell phone 931-304-3667.
All right. Well, thank you, Detective Eddie Caldwell.
Thank you.
And I will have to say, y'all did a great job the other day at the Boy Scouts with all the kids. Were you doing the fingerprinting with them all? Like, can you tell people, like, I mean, if anybody's interested in fingerprinting, is that something y'all do? Like, if people call in? Because, with kids, I've been seeing all these, missing kid alerts here lately.
We actually do it for a lot of nurses. For instance, last week there was a nurse from California that came in, and we do fingerprint for people, but we'll also do it for kids so the parents can keep their fingerprints on file.
And I have that now, so I even laminated it. Hey guys, Kelly here with Warren First 931, and as I promised, it is Women's History Month, and I wanted to interview some top dogs, as I say, in the power force of women. And one of them being the Chief of Police here in Warren County, Nicole Mosley. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. And thanks again for letting me interview you. I just, with all the strides women have made in all the years, whether it's Warren County or wherever, I just thought it was so neat when I heard there's going to be a woman as Chief of Police. So take us back. How long have you been in this position so far now?
Okay, as far as Chief of Police, it's been 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay.
It was 3 years in January. So.
Okay. And you were, I don't know how the process of becoming Chief of Police, but I'm assuming you were a police officer beforehand. How does that work?
I started on patrol in 1995.
Okay.
So I've been with this department be 29 years in June. So this is the only police department I've worked for. So I started from the bottom and I worked my way up to the top. So
and then, when you heard about what did they like when the chief of positions open? Do you apply for it? How did that work?
Yeah, they had posted it when Chief Denton was going to retire.
Okay.
So I applied for it, and there was a couple others that applied as well. And then, of course, we have to go through the
interview process,
which I hadn't been
background check, right?
Well, they knew my background because I've been here
right.
all the time. But yes.
And so, did you ever think in a million years that you were going to be the chief of police?
Not when I first started at all, because when I started back in '95, that's just something in this town that females didn't do.
There wasn't a lot.
Right,
yeah,
right.
And I remember and correct me if I'm
department.
wrong, there was a point in time where there was petitions out a lot, like, hey, if you're a female, and they were petitioning for more female.
They were
cops.
asking, for some, and I was working as a youth services officer at that time, and they were like, hey, why don't you come apply, so I did, and I was hired, and it just started from there, and I was the only female there at the time, and And it was tough back in the day, but you know, trying to fit in. So it worked out well.
And with that said, when you found out that you got the chief of police, how excited were you?
I was just, you know, I was very excited because it's something I never saw or even thought about, you know, doing. But when it was announced that I got it, you know, I thought that's just great. You know, I thought it's a good example for other females, you know, you can achieve this. You know, you work hard enough, don't be scared, and this was a first for McMinnville, you know, the first police chief is female.
Yes, it was.
So, and, you know, I've had a really great 3 years as in this role.
And so with that transitioning, like, you know, being in 3 years, you know, has it been a smooth transition? Have you enjoyed the, you know, have you had a good time so far?
Yes, I have. Of course,
I mean, I know it's a double-edged sword because... But yeah,
it's different because back when I got it, you know, we were in the middle of COVID. We were short.
Oh, that's right. You know, I forgot.
There was a lot going on. You know, family issues. My mother had passed, and you know, there's a lot went on, and we was trying to get the personnel up and being able to transition back with, you know, from COVID too, along from that.
Pre and post COVID.
Pre and post.
Horrible timing.
It was so. Most of my career has been in investigation, so going from that to this, you know, more administrative. I wasn't too sure about it, you know, because it's challenging, but I really enjoyed it, and you know, it's working out well.
And as far as the community goes, and the you're still involved with the community?
Yes.
What do you do?
Yeah, well, I go to different clubs, like, you know, in Rotary and the Evening Exchange Club, and I'm director, I'm for the 6th district at the Tennessee Association Chief of Police, you know, in Nashville. So, so I'm, you know, director there, and you know, go to a lot of the community events. You know, have kids here and grandkids here, go to ball games. You know, I used to coach ball a lot, but I don't really have time anymore.
Obviously not.
But you know, we still enjoy getting out in the community and going to the different events and stuff.
Oh, that's good. I know I've seen you at a couple events, you know, between here and there. And, you know, I always ask this, too, with anybody I interview, you know, as this position every year keeps going, is there something you want to see something change in the future?
I'd like to see, you know, as far as policing, more people wanting to get involved and be the police. You know, we've gone through a transition where people, it's hard to get them to want to be the police.
Oh, I know. COVID did that with a lot. No, it wasn't just restaurants and grocery stores. It was everywhere.
It's everything. And then, you know, pay, you know, it's
if
you're in this profession, it's not because you want money.
No, it's because you love your job. You're doing it for the love of it.
And so it's, you know, it's a calling. You know, so, but we'd like to see more people get involved, and that's why I was wanting to target, you know, like teens to see this, and that's why we started the Teen Police Academy.
Yeah, which I talked to Detective Eddie Caldwell about. Right. Which, again, if I remember correctly, it's going to be the first week of April, right? Yes. April the 1st through the 5th.
Right.
And so if you need to get in your application, you can go online, whether it's through the police department, or I do have a quick link as well on our page. But tell me, you know, like, and Eddie talked a little bit about it too, but tell me why it's so important to get these kids that maybe wanting to be a police officer, to get them in the Teen Police Academy.
It's so they see what we do, because, you know, there's a persona, you know, people don't really have a clue what we do.
Correct.
And I think once they get involved and they come in and see, and we have that connection with them, and that's why we have a Citizen Police Academy, the adult one. We've had that for a while.
I've been in that one.
You know, and we're community oriented, so we want that. You know, we can't solve crime without our community.
Correct.
And it takes everybody working together to, you know, have a safe community and everything. And the younger people, they need to see that we're there to help them.
You're not the bad guy.
We're not the bad guy. You know, there are laws that we have to enforce, and you know, and stuff. But that's the way it is. But we're here to help. You know, and you know, you need us in your worst time. That's who comes.
It's so true. Exactly. So if anybody ever needs any information, or if they have like a concern, or they see something pop up, who can they call? What's the number?
The number, I mean, you can, like, say if you want to call dispatch or non-emergency line, it's 668-7000.
Right.
Or
which I've called several times.
Yeah. Or you call up here, you know, the detective's line, 473-3333. 386.
Okay.
Our main line's 473-3808. We don't currently have a tips line.
Okay.
Since we're in a different place than what we were, so we don't have that.
And the non-emergency number is kind of like a tip line, anyways, in a sense.
Yes.
And I say this to everybody. My rule of thumb is if you can't remember that non-emergency number, call 911.
Exactly.
Because if you think it's an emergency, it's an emergency.
Right.
You know,
Right.
everybody's different. But thank you so much. You did so good. You too. And, you know, with that, because I know I'm going to play this week, real quickly, taking off the chief of police hat, putting on, you know, Nicole Mosley hat, I want y'all to tell everybody about Bologna Day, because I just think we should talk about it. I'm so sorry. Because your grandparents used to own Fraley's.
Correct.
And so, and I just got done eating lunch with Ivy Hillis and them, which started Bologna Day.
Right.
Or Bologna and Cheese Day.
Bologna and Cheese Day.
Bologna and Cheese Day. In the windows of Fraley's furniture.
That's exactly right.
So Ivy was telling me, and he's going to correct me if I'm wrong, but he would say that they would eat bologna, bologna, cheese, and crackers sitting in the window, and people would kind of give them like this weird look, and they'd be like, come on, let's just talk.
Yes.
And that's just how it started.
That's how it started, and, you know, I was a child, you know, the
Right.
sliding up down that banister at the steps inside the store. And yeah, they'd be eating bologna cheese. Of course, I'd go over there and get
Eat
some
with them,
too.
yeah.
You know, it just grew from there. More people started coming in, wondering, you know, what's going on, and until it got so big.
And then they went to the Capitol, right? Because
Yeah.
I know, like, as a, you know, some people got in the bus for Bologna Day and went to the Capitol, and then some people are meeting at Begonias, which is now the old Fraley's building, to eat a bologna sandwich.
Right.
And I just thought how honored I was. I even told him I said, I feel so honored eating a bologna sandwich with you. You know?
We had those big display windows, you know,
Yes,
so there
you
was
did.
plenty of room. You know,
I remember those windows.
As a kid, you know, I'd stand up there and act like a mannequin or something,
Oh,
you know, and people would just
yeah.
walking by, but yeah, we had
And
that.
you know, in speaking on behalf of what they were saying, like Mr. Gillis was saying, he's like, what it used to be and what it now is, Begonias. It's just amazing how McMinnville downtown has grown and flourished.
Yeah, it has.
And I know a lot of people in other counties are like trying to piggyback on what we've done, which is great because copycatting is the best form of flattery. But I always remember how Fraley's was, with, like you said, with the big windows, whether it was a parade or the roads cut down, there was always the Fraley family or friends sitting in these windows watching people.
Yes.
And I just absolutely loved it. I was like, man, I wish I knew that. I wish.
We welcomed anybody.
I know, after I know that now, and I wasn't even bashful then, and I'm not now, and I was like, why didn't I just tap on the window?
Yeah, we would have said, come on.
I know. But like I said, thank you so much for letting me come in and harass you for a bit. I know you got a meeting to get to, but anything you need from me, and I know anything I need from you, I can call you anytime.
Exactly right.
All right.
Yeah.
And remember, Warren County, keep it first.